No, she's attending to many things presently. Establishing a new governing body for the realms is no simple task. There are leaders to find and recruit, negotiations for sharing power. I'm sure she'd prefer to be here, but we'll have to make do with the three of us for now.
I'm sure we're in excellent hands. On your left! Watch your right! Watch your right! Watch your left! Oh, that's a rough one!
There. That is the path we seek. A way up and forward. Valhalla's inner reaches. I can feel it. What is this?
You recognize your old seat, don't you? Kratos. I have not forgotten the debt I owe you.
Do you really think he understands the stakes? This still feels reckless.
Here they are now.
That's odd. We're back outside, but we didn't... You know...
Sometimes you reach as far as you're ready to go. Valhalla's decision, or yours? Does this mean you're done in there?
No. I will discover who invited me. I believe I am close.
You're sure it's worth dying for?
Oh, I think we're fairly accustomed to dying at this point.
Don't be glib, Mimir. Valhalla restores you after honorable death in combat, but beyond that, it makes its own rules. And if you don't play by them... Kratos, the threat of death in there is real.
That is good to know.
If by good, you mean wildly disconcerting.
I do wish you luck. Truly.
Those who adapt are not bound by circumstance.
Let's see. Do these tasks, return here for rewards. Fair enough.
Passion, practice, perseverance. That is the road.
Better yourself if and when you can, I always say. Find you! Incoming! Look, brother, the fog's lifted. Valhalla's becoming more open to you, perhaps. So much to see in the distance there. You can see how all the little realm spaces connect to the higher plane. And those statues are certainly imposing.
I recognize them. They are judges of the underworld, from my homeland.
Ah, well, you sound thrilled to see them again.
Souls they deemed righteous were granted entrance to the Elysium Fields. Those deemed wicked were cast into Tartarus.
Ah, yes, where the souls of the damned were tortured. Why has your mind manifested them here, I wonder? Right side! Right side, brother! What's your left? Left, right, brother! Left side, incoming! Right side, brother! Ah, Midgard in Memoriam. Ah, I'm starting to see there's no fixed order to the realms we'll visit here. Brother, whose voice was that we heard when Valhalla sent us back from the throne?
You heard it also.
Aye. Said he owes you a debt, was it? Someone who might lend us a hand, perhaps?
Unlikely. He was a god of Greece, and we did not agree to terms.
And by that you mean... Yes, I see. No shortage of bitter old ghosts in these parts. These parts being your memory, of course. Hard not to take Valhalla up in some help, even if it's just for this attempt. Left side! Let's go with it! Oh, bollocks! I really thought we were getting somewhere. Next time for sure.
To adapt is to lean into the turning adversity into advantage.
We did more things and more things to do. Check.
Kratos versus Valhalla. One of the ages.
And they say you can't buy self-improvement.
Nobody walks the path of Valhalla without stumbling. I'm glad you persevere. Remember, Kratos, the deeper into Valhalla you venture, the greater the danger. And I don't just mean physically.
I understand.
Yes, we'll try not to go mad. Behind you! Look out! Behind you! Incoming! Oh, that's a rough one! Brother, that throne we saw, did you recognize it? Was it familiar?
It was mine. The throne I took from Ares. It is a
The
throne,
anxiety of
Monsters.
power made manifest. A symbol you're no doubt meant to consider.
It is a symbol I reject.
That might not quite close the book on matters. A symbol can't be slain, destroyed, or ignored. The best measure is often to reclaim it, redefine it. Remind us. This is locked until we meet Valhalla's demands. Watch out! Left flank! Rush it off, brother! Rush it off! Not too bad. Persistence is everything.
Valhalla demands the willingness to embrace discomfort.
Perfection may be unattainable, but imagine striving for any less. A few tactical adjustments and you're sure to get further next time.
I must admit, Sigrun, Valhalla isn't exactly what I imagined.
You're experiencing only a very small part of it. One that's independent and unconnected from the rest of Valhalla. Elsewhere, there are larger neighborhoods where the dead reside. Socializing, playing games, drinking, fighting. But one must earn the right to join their fallen comrades. New arrivals run a gauntlet. A personalized, self-contained version of what you're doing. It's meant to help the dead process the lives they lived. Those who are worthy, who have found some measure of closure, are allowed to move forward. Those who are unable to resolve their lives are forever trapped in their personal Valhalla. Some just prefer to keep fighting here.
Why don't we talk about that image of you in the shrine we keep seeing? If Valhalla keeps pulling it out of your head, it must have some significance to you. Could it be that the idea of being loved and respected is a fair mite better than the alternative? Now hear me out, and it's not as though I'm the smartest man alive or anything, but don't you think joining Freya's council could put you in a position to walk that path? To earn that path?
That would be a poor reason to accept. Ambition is poison.
Left side, incoming! left flank! One left. Oh, I thought we had it that time. It's okay, it's all right. Just get your bearings. You're good.
The pursuit of mastery demands the willingness to embrace failure, often, and without judgment.
Valhalla salutes you.
Shield Maiden.
Good. Seems like every obstacle is just a stepping stone to you. I hear you like stories. I got one
Best
for you.
improve where you can. Valhalla's not big on apples or blood mead.
Go on.
I wasn't born with the privilege of some of my sisters in arms. I wasn't bred for greatness. I was just the daughter of some poor innkeeper. Matter of fact, I wasn't even his. He just raised me after somebody left me there. I didn't have much going for me, but I had one thing. I wasn't afraid of anyone. If somebody was asking for a punch in the face, I never thought twice. Brought a heap of trouble on myself that way, it's true. But I sure learned how to fight. Enough for now. I'll pick that up later. Stay steadfast, and don't be disheartened. Valhalla rewards as long as you don't lose your resolve.
Sigrun, how fare you and your sisters?
With just the three of us to attend to the fallen now, we're short-handed. But we've begun recruiting new shield maidens.
Well, I happen to know of one lass who'd jump at the chance to join your ranks.
You mean Thrud? Sif and Thor's daughter? Believe me, I know. She sought us out before the call even left our lips.
She fights well, and can be trusted.
A recommendation from you, General. With that, how could we ignore her? Not that she'd let us.
Left flank! Getting back to that image of you on the shrine. I'll grant you ambition can be a poisonous motive. Your ambitions are only to help people, not for your own glory, right? Make the world a better, safer place. I think maybe that image of you is symbolic of your desire to walk a righteous path. Valhalla's little signpost.
You are sure accepting Freya's offer is the right thing for me? Or for the realms?
I think we're here to make sure about that. One way or the other. Nasty hit! You all right, brother? They got lucky that time. Shake it off, brother.
The resilient warrior dances with change, easily adjusting to its rhythm.
How can you resist investing in yourself?
Good to see you going back in, despite not getting as far that time. Perseverance is just as important as the honing of skills.
Sigrun, dear, as Kratos and I have been off the beaten path, so to speak, I'm curious as to the state of the realms.
Well, since my sisters and I returned to our old Valkyrie duties, the souls of the damned no longer find the gates of Helheim closed to them. So...
No more Hellwalkers spilling into the other realms? Grand!
I can't say no Hellwalkers are left in the realms, but there are fewer. Frostvelger seemed pleased. Or at least I think that's what her expression meant.
Behind you, brother!
Do you yet wish to speak about Sigrun? She was eager to receive you mere days ago. What has changed?
Oh, don't pretend to be interested in my romantic life, brother.
I am interested, and you are evading the question. What happened?
Well, after you dropped me off at a longhouse the other night, Sigrun made a cloudberry and hazelnut pudding. Of course, I don't eat anymore, so slightly awkward, but a lovely thought.
And?
Pretty much it, really.
There's more to this.
Above you, brother! Well, here we go again. I really thought we were getting somewhere. Next time for sure.
A master sees every setback as a catalyst for progress. Don't lose heart.
Shield Maiden.
Use this. Yes, keep daring to chase what others think is impossible. Back to my story.
These could really help you in there. And that benefit's good to last.
Let's see how you've done.
Gunnar,
Please accept this. Keep pushing yourself. Valhalla will provide. That's my story.
proceed.
So, there I was, little Miss Brawl Magnet. If I wasn't starting the fight, I was the first one charging in to join it. Maybe it's something in the Asgard water, but seemed like there was always a fight to be had. I guess I needed the rush, something to keep me sharp, feeling alive. I was driven without fear or frankly much sense to hold me back. Got myself a bit of a reputation, and that ended up being a problem. This notorious bully I'd humiliated held on to a grudge and tried to track me down. Found out way too easily who I was and where I lived. Set out to teach me a lesson. We'll pick it up there when you progress further.
Your persistence is inspiring. I know you won't stop.
Milady, how is Alfheim these days? Does the peace hold?
It's tenuous, but holding. Endless war tends to breed quite a bit of mistrust. Thankfully, the elves, Bela and Bigfir, are in positions of influence due to their association with Freyr and involvement in Ragnarok. It's the best chance at lasting peace the realm has ever had.
What about the findings in the Consul's journal? Have they shared it with the rest of the elves?
Not yet, but give them time.
Right flank!
What else happened that night between you and Sigrun?
But we stayed up much too late. I told her stories, she told me secrets. She put spirits to my lips, even though I can't get drunk. Then she invited me to watch her fall asleep.
And the next morning?
The next morning we took a boat along the Lake of Nine. It was divine, brother. The lake was sun-dappled, the air was crisp and perfect. You could smell the thaw.
Converse later.
Find you! Incoming! Watch your left! Left side, brother! Oh, I thought we had it that time. They got lucky that time. Shake it off, brother.
A master fights, not only to survive, but to grow with every encounter.
Ready for more story?
Continue.
So, the bully with a grudge. He comes to the inn in the dead of night, chucks a bottle of fire through the window, sets the whole place ablaze. The coward thought I was inside in bed, but luckily I was just getting home. I saw the flames shoot up and surround where my father was sleeping. Well, this wasn't gonna be the day I started hesitating. I charged into the fire and dragged him out. Not unscathed exactly, either of us, but alive. And if I was too angry and fearless for my own good before, now, well, I charged right into that bastard's lair, me against his whole gang. Honestly, I had no business coming out of that alive. As it turned out, I came out of there with a job. But we'll get to that next time. We all know what you're capable of. Glad to see you're not.
Sigrun, been wondering. Are the remaining Vanir and Aesir playing nice in Vanaheim?
The Asgardian relocation hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. But Hildisvini and Lady Sif are keeping the ship headed in the right direction. The people seem to understand compromise is their best path to prosperity, at least.
Truth be told, I was hoping the old boar would have to call on me to smooth things over. But it's good to hear he and Sif have it under control.
Freya hopes they'll join the council once the peace settles.
Behind you, brother!
Leah, tell me, what happened between you and Sigmund on the lake?
Well, she was rowing past where you found her family treasury.
Where we learned she cursed her brother over forbidden love.
That's right. And as we rowed by, I remember feeling grateful the place was now deep underwater where she couldn't see it. And at that moment, she turned to me, and she said, I think, Mimir, I might be smitten with you. I think maybe I want to kiss you. Indeed, brother. I mean, there's always been more to us than there's been the opportunity to explore. So much unspoken, beneath the surface. For her to name it so boldly, it took me a bit off guard. It may be just for this try, but a little assist would be nice. Nasty hit! Go right, brother! Brush it off, brother! Brush it off! Well, if I have any advice, I think it's high time to invest in some personal upgrades.
Learning is a lifelong journey, no mere destination. Take that to heart.
I'm honored to bear witness to your journey here, Kratos. Stay steadfast, and don't be disheartened. Valhalla rewards as long as you don't lose your resolve.
Sigrun, love, what's the latest on Midgard?
Life returns at last. After the Hellwalker desolation was followed by Fimbulwinter, I wondered if people would ever come out of hiding, or if there were any left to. But flowers bloom, the sun shines, and it's safe to travel the roads and rivers again. No one even seems to mind the giant serpent sunning himself across the mountaintops.
Glad to hear it. Jormungandr's a big softy when you get to know him.
And now that things aren't quite so desperate, raider attacks have declined. It's progress.